fuck up.
Well, when you just started, I've just hit record. Don't worry about it. When
It's
you
right.
started, we I think it was day 4. Someone sent it to me. Have
Yeah.
a look at this bloke, and we just had our daughter, so I was home for like 3 months. So you were
Oh,
like
sick.
you were the only thing that got me through, really. Like every day, I'm like, when's this fucking bloke gonna post? Because I need to see what's going on.
Oh, and of course, if your wife's listening, obviously the miracle of fatherhood has really struck a chord as well.
No, the best thing that happened in March
But
last year
no,
was coming across
it
your
was
page.
the punts. I appreciate that. That's fucking golden. I mean, I'm just doing my part for all the DJs out there. It's good fun. Like it's obviously dialed way back now, but in the thick of it, it was pretty fucked up. Going from just being like living a normal. Well, we obviously weren't living a normal life over here anyway. I'd like left the farm and shit, and the missus and I come over here just for a lifestyle change for a while, and then just randomly deciding to do that on a fucking Tuesday in February or whatever it was. I would have never known that my life was going to turn around the way it has. I mean, it's absolutely nonsensical to a T, but fuck, I'd ride the wave, I suppose. I mean, to be fair, I haven't really made use of it as I should have, like pumping different brands and shit. But
Yeah,
it's been good fun. The punting's been good fun.
mate, it's been amazing, and your last 12 months have been awesome. But I'm going to intro you first, and
Okay.
we'll get into everything. But I'm
Yep.
joined today by a bloke who I've been a massive fan on. This is a selfish podcast for all you golf nerds who listen to us every single week. The king of the felt, the Manifest the Milli, 10 and 10, the dealer soft insult specialist, which I use them on the daily now. Tim Naki, great man. He's here, ready for a chat about his golf and all the other
Tintin
stuff that I
bus.
love. How are you?
Tintin bus, baby. Good to be here. Thanks for having me, mate. An absolute pleasure. I'm pleased we've been able to make this happen because I've been dropping the ball on multiple
Oh,
fronts for some time. So it's good to finally get on here and have a yarn with you.
big fan. You joined an illustrious group of Kiwis who we've had on here. So we just had Steve Williams,
Yes.
who's, Tiger Woods'
Oh,
famous caddy,
yeah.
the highest earner in
Shit.
New Zealand sports history. We've had Foxy on, Michael Campbell, Sammy Jones on last year. I know you're from the same area as the Jones family's brother.
Well,
Did you go
Michael
to school?
Campbell,
He's a
they were a couple of years below me, Sam and Ethan. I remember sending Sammy away to a golf day after we had a New Year's party. We hosted a makeshift New Year's festival at my parents' farm, and I remember sending Sammy and one of the other boys away New Year's Day, absolutely fucking steamrolled off to play in a golf tourney. I don't actually recall how it went for him. I gather not so well, but nothing's more satisfying sleeping in or just going and cracking another beer, knowing fully well that some other bloke's got a massive day of actual physical labor or mentally draining shit ahead of him. It really lifts you sitting there having another fucking beer. But Sammy's a good man, as is his brother Ethan. Michael Campbell,
yeah,
fun fact, actually from Partia, New Zealand, so just as close to home as me.
yeah,
The legendary Partia golf course. Of course, the greenskeeper, several hundred sheep, essentially, is
yeah.
the case there. But I don't know. I think he still goes back there and plays it every so often, Michael Campbell.
Well, his
I'm not
first
sure,
golf
though.
shot, they couldn't afford golf balls back in the day when we had him on the podcast, and he used to hit sheep shit
Yep.
as his ball. So there you
I believe it. I believe it. I've played Partia golf course many a time, and it's absolutely riddled with
go.
the stuff. So it makes
Yeah.
sense.
No, mate, we've had it, and we've even had the pumper on here as well, Jim Cassidy,
Oh,
just to talk about.
jeez.
He's a
Shit.
mad golfer, mate. Well, you're joining a massive crew. Like,
I was going to say, I don't know
we
what's
see what he's
happened,
doing.
but you've really regressed with the guests. I don't know what's happened, mate. You're supposed to be on
No,
an upward
yeah,
trajectory, and you've dropped the ball here.
yeah, no, yeah. Don't want to get into that, mate. I'll talk about it with my team at a later date. But mate, it's great to get you on. Like, as I said, I've been following you since early last year in 2024 when your life changed.
Yep.
Tell us about Tim. So you're a farmer.
Yep.
You've been a farrier. I went scrolling through your Instagram way back, and you wanted to be a show jumper back in the day. But
Yes. Yeah.
give us the rundown on who Tim Myers slash Tim Naki was, and sort of we'll talk about the changes in your life to now.
Just, well, the same person I am now, just your everyday DJ, really. But now I guess more of it's on camera. Yeah, I mean, you've knocked the nail on the head there. For a period of time, I was hoping to be an Olympic show jumper. I was brought up in a family where cows and horses were essentially the only thing that mattered, in no specific order, really. So I was a farrier for it whilst I was show jumping for a number of years. Got to a point where it fairly well dawned on me that I wasn't going to have the financial backing to take fucking show jumping too seriously or as far as I would like it to. So time to settle down and get a real job and move on with my life. That meant I sold up all the show jumpers and stuff, and then I went full-time. I gave up the farrier stuff and went full-time farming. And then I don't even know what it was. Just I'd worked so hard in my like teenage years, my formative years and early 20s. I guess just wanted a change, a lifestyle change for a while. So the missus and I, we actually holidayed over here in Calgary, or in Canada rather, for 5-6 weeks, whatever, in 2022. Fucking loved it. So got home, sold the cows, and shipped on out of there and moved back here for good, just thinking, we'll just go and blow a whole lot of cash and like enjoy our lives for the 2-year work visa that we had here, and just fucking live and travel and whatnot, and go home, and just took the approach, well, we can go home and we can just start over. You can always make more money, but there comes a time in life where you can't have these experiences anymore. So that's the approach we had. And it was getting kind of close down to the last sort of 6 months we had here in Canada, February last year. And I've always been a punter, like grew up in a horse racing family. And with that comes gambling naturally. We would used to ditch school on a weekday, a couple of mates and myself, put suits on to try and look older. And then we just wander down to the race course in Hara. There's a couple of, I don't think I'll be incriminating anyone. There was a couple of old diddies there who they weren't paid enough to give a fuck. So they'd let us put punts on over the tote. used to fucking throw me lunch money at a few nags on a Tuesday, lose weight for the rest of the week because I'd fucking done all my dough at the races, and mum's wondering why I'm fucking hoovering my dinner, me brother's dinner, and the dog's dinner as well, because I can't afford lunch at school anymore at the canteen. But anyway, so like obviously really enjoyable horse racing, punting and stuff. Yep. So probably like in my, online casinos in New Zealand have been a bit of a thing. I seem to have been around there for much longer than other places. I don't know why. Boys and I used to always, on a Sunday session, have a punt on casinos. So I was pretty familiar with online casinos and stuff going way back. February 1st last year rolls around. We're getting close to leaving. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, this will be a funny thing to do, to just record myself playing blackjack. I was actually going to do what Benny Scarf's doing with horse racing.
Yeah, right.
But I didn't think it would record. I didn't, for starters, I can't go to a tote here in Canada and do it. That just doesn't exist here, sports books. So I couldn't go up and physically put the bet on. It was racing here would be at a shit time of night for me. And I didn't think that it would record the same. And I settled on blackjack because I've always played a lot of blackjack. And what I didn't realize is what people would really start fiending for was like the dealer insults. I think that's what really struck a chord with everyone throughout the entire series. So yeah, February 1st, I decided to start betting 10 cents for every follower I had, which was 15,000 at the time.
Yeah.
And then $1,500 punt. Worked all the way up to fucking something like a $180,000 punt or something stupid by the end of that first series. Just went stupid.
It was unbelievable. I was day 4, like I said to you. I was just like, I think you were about 17.5K when I jumped in, around there. I was like, this guy's nuts, betting that much every day.
Well, it's like I was prepared to lose. Like in my head, I was like, oh, if I lose like 10, 20 grand, like that's we'll have a bit of fun with it. It's all good, right? I'm not going to be out on the street. I also thought to myself, internet's a pretty funny place. Like, there's a real chance this goes pretty well. I could get to like 50,000 followers, and then I have to do a $5,000 punt down the line. It got to 50,000 by like day 6, which was, then there was sort of alarm bells ringing at that point. And then I think it was just fucking lucky. I won the first 4 in a row. Then I lost the next 3. And even though I'd won 4 and lost 3, so one more than I'd lost, I was into the negative because the followers were just going, on a fucking upward so drastically each day. And then I dipped into the negative, and then sort of from there, it was just like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, which is fucking great when you're having a punt. Like, we take that every day of the week. I mean,
Absolutely.
I take break even. Actually, if I can be down, down a couple of units by the end of the day, geez, I'm pretty happy. If I've paid for me piss and had a good time and I'm only down a couple of units, well, that's a good day if you ask me. That's basically making money.
It is.
lads math for you, but yeah, and just the trajectory that it went on from there was really fucked, to be honest. There's no other word for it. Yeah, I think it was like day 6 or 7 or something like that. It got to 50,000. It went. I remember there went no new followers, no new followers. Day 3 was like 1,500, 2,000 more, and then it was like 5,000 more, 10,000 more, fucking 20,000 more. It just went. It
was awesome. It was crazy. I was monitoring it. I was like, this is unbelievable. Like, this bloke's just playing blackjack online and people are just going bunter for him. And it's the consumer, it's a consumer product, mate, the Instagram space. I've just been on your Facebook. I've just gone onto your Facebook right now. Now, you're the blackjack guy giving jellyfish hard on since 1993. So yes. I want to talk to you about, I guess, your unfiltered humor and your soft insults to the to the dealers, which every day, mate, like I've started incorporating a few of these into my lifestyle recently. I enjoyed the one recently that you put up, sort of bloke who goes to the rub and tug just for the massage.
Oh, just for the massage? Yeah.
Like, can you take our listeners inside that? Because, I've sent you on to lots and lots of people and they're like, this is all staged. I know it's not, but can you just give us, is it off the dome, or do you pre-plan anything? Has anything flopped?
There's like some insults that I've heard of or know of that they just come out. The only one that I really had predetermined that I absolutely wanted to use was that I give a hard on to a jellyfish. And that's because my old boss used to say that all the time. Jock, if you're out there listening to this somehow, when I was an apprentice farrier, he had some just like standard fucking that boomer humor, like a little bit grubby, you see an attractive bird, she can piss in my cornflakes. That sort of fucking out of pocket shit. But the one of his that I just really loved was that I give a hard on to a jellyfish. That stuck with me for so long. I'd used it in my day-to-day, like many a time before that. But it's like, you still have to, it's the moment, it still has to be right for it. Like you actually can't script it because you don't know what the fucking hand's going to be. So that one was just like one I always knew I wanted to use. And I don't know, just come out. Thankfully, it was a fucking absolute ripper of a hand. It came out at the wrong time. Every now and again, sometimes I'll stumble my words, whatever. Thank God my bloke my man Robbo, who edits me videos, is pretty good at fucking editing a few stumbles, because I try and keep them sort of 60, 70 seconds if I can. Attention spans are pretty low these days from consumers. But it's all just on the spot. There's like some insults. I think I definitely used, like, he looks like he drinks banana milk on someone before I used it in a reel. But they still just, the moment's got a call for it. I don't know. I like to think, I just gauge off what the guy sort of looks like. I mean, if they're bald, that's normally fucking low hanging fruit. But it's such an easy target, I think the one that I had recently that people really loved was a bald guy, and I called him in an untitled Word document. That really struck well with the pundits. But yeah, it just depends on, like, I go in there every day. The dealers change every day. You don't know who you fucking getting. I guess at this point in time, there's probably seems to be 60, 70 that they cycle through on these high limit tables, but still, you don't know who you're getting on any given day. So
yeah, mate, it's so engaging, and I just hung out every day for the whole year just to see what you're going to call the dealer. I didn't care what your hand was.
Cheers.
I was like, win, lose or draw.
Cheers. Actually, on that note, probably this. I don't know if it's still, but I know last year in the thick of it, it was like 50-50, and it was debated so heavily in my comments, and people would DM me all the time about it. But the dealers are actually real people. They're not AI. A lot of people think they're AI, but they are 1,000% real people.
Can they hear you?
No, they can't hear you. You can type messages to them. I wish. I feel like in time to come, you'll be able to. I guess that's a slippery slope, though. But it's pretty cool. Like, some of them have reached out to me privately, off the tables, and they're all real legends. Like, and they know I'm soft roasting them. Like, now it's pretty typical. If I go in there, they'll say, "Well, hello, Mr. Naki. Be kind to me today," or something like that. But they know it's all pretty harmless. Like, I'm not trying to ruin lives. The only time the only time I've had to get Robbo to me mate to edit something, really tactically edit, was I didn't call a bloke a pedo, but I insinuated that he looked like he, he may have been a high ranking member of the Catholic Church. And yeah, so I had to get Robbo to tactically edit that one a little bit. I'm not trying to insinuate anyone's doing anything criminal. So that one, I finished that one. It's like heat of the moment. You spit out the insult, you play the hand, you celebrate, you commiserate. It's all very whirlwind, very quick. And then straight after, there's a flood of emotion come over me straight after. It's either like, fuck, yes, I've won, or fuck, like devastating loss. That one was like, fuck, I cannot post a reel basically calling this bloke a pedo or a fiddler. Like that's not on. So that's only one time that's happened in something like 350 reels I've done playing blackjack now.
Yeah.
That was in the first series. Yeah. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Can't be using that shit. I don't call people, like I've pretty much got rules. Like I won't call people fat or anything like that. Like I won't blatantly call someone ugly. I mean, I might fucking say like I've got a face like a bucket full of smashed crabs or something, but I won't like actually,
it's just good
attack them. Yeah, it's meant to be soft and pretty harmless. And like I say, the ones who have reached out to me, they've never had an issue. They've always been pretty on board with it. In fact, they quite like seeing themselves up on social media. So it's kind of cool.
No, it's brilliant, mate. I want to talk to you about a couple of things with the blackjack now, and a couple of these things can actually relate back to golf, which we will chat about a bit later in the pod. When did you first shit yourself in this first series? When did you first go, oh fuck, what am I doing?
I was gonna say St. Joseph's Sandbox, 1998, 5 years old, week one. Mum made me a bad salami sandwich, but
I'm done.
Honestly, it was probably around day. Oh, I don't know what day it was. It was at 5,000. I was like, okay, this is what I thought it would get to at the most. It was very early on. I think I was getting so many offers, like brand offers already at that stage. I was like, oh, okay, like I'm going to be able to monetize this. I didn't want to touch that at that stage.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, so I know I'm going to be able to monetize this somehow. This is growing pretty good. So I wasn't too concerned. But even knowing that when it got to a 200K punt, a 20K punt at like 200,000 followers, then daily I was like, oh, fuck, this is pretty.
A lot of money.
I don't know if the brand ambassador sort of stuff's going to pay this much if it goes south. So, but I always had my set bottom lines. Pretty much from when it got to 50,000 of profit, I in my head I was minimum taking the bottom floor was always half of what it was. But yeah, when it got to 20's a lie. 20's a lie. I would say when it was at $10,000 a hand, it was pretty hairy stuff. Those are already the biggest bets that I'd put on the felt in my life, like at that stage. Fun fact though, although I don't think I've actually ever told that many people this, what gave me a lot of rein or confidence to ditch a bit of coin into this series was I had a win on online pokies for $250,000 in January, in like mid-January. And so I obviously, so I put a heap of that away, put some of that away for a rainy day. Some was set aside for our travel and stuff, what we're doing, like our remaining 6 months at that stage in Canada. And then I was like, oh, that was pretty much like some of those funds. I was like, all right, that's where the 10 cents per follower blackjack thing started from. Just I don't think I've ever actually really told anyone that.
That's unbelievable. There you go. Breaking news here at Teed Up.
Yeah.
We are.
But yeah, I would say genuinely at $10,000 a hand, I was getting heart flutters. I mean, I honestly had some sleepless nights where I was like, fuck, I've got to bet 100 and something grand tomorrow. Which it's very hypocritical of me because I've always said to punters, if you're losing sleep at night over how much you're punting or how much you're losing, then you're betting beyond your means, which was well and truly what I was doing in the moment, although I was up. So if I wasn't in profit, then it was just absolutely zero chance I would have been doing six-figure punts. But yeah, it was pretty heart-stopping stuff there. My wife would testify to that. I was probably not the easiest person to live with there for a few weeks. There's so much to come to terms with, though. Like,
yeah,
just the following people all of a sudden stopping you in the street, and then just the size of the punts. It was fucking, yeah,
it's a
cooked.
lot of coin, mate. It's a big risk. I've had $1,000 on something before, and I shit myself. Um, it's amazing. I've got a couple of questions about the punt, and everyone on here, this is gamble responsibly. Obviously, we both condone that.
Yes.
But what is the dumbest bet you've made sober, and the smartest bet you've made hungover?
Uh, the dumbest bet I've made sober. Well, it wasn't the dumbest bet. My brother and I, we were on full on apprentice wages at the time, like fucking singing for our supper type thing. And it was, fuck, I want to say, would it have been the 2012 or 13 Melbourne Cup? And Red Cadeau had placed, I think, the 2 or 3 years prior. He couldn't miss. He couldn't miss. And although he was getting on an age, the TAB in New Zealand had him at, I think, 220 or 230, something like that, to run top 10. And so my brother and I thought that was just free money. So we scraped together a couple of weeks' wages. And I think we chucked like a 2K punt on it. And he fucking broke down. He broke a leg on the track. And they not only did he not run top 10, they shot him. So I probably shouldn't talk. I probably shouldn't talk like that. It's not funny that happening. But subjectively at the time, it was the most fucking heartbreaking thing that's ever happened to me. Like fucking just devastating. Like I felt fucking miserable for the ownership group and all that stuff. Like I still have racehorses, now always have, and they're so loved and so well looked after. It's a terrible thing. But on a completely selfish level, I was just absolutely fucking devastated. My pockets were fucking. I burned a hole in my pockets. I was I was getting up early to make me lunch all the next fucking 2-3 weeks because I couldn't buy lunch on the run, shoeing horses. It was tough. That was a brutal loss. It was stone cold sober bet, and it just did not come to fruition. And the best punt I've made was actually last year's 2024, the Melbourne Cup. No, the year before, sorry, 2023. Without a Fight was 2023. So a good friend of mine tipped me off to something. I remember being absolutely fucking hammered about 4 a.m. in the morning here in Calgary, and a good mate of mine tipped me off about something years back home in NZ, and an unnamed bookmaker had Without a Fight, who was race favourite. I think he was 7-1 in the market the week of, or like on Derby Day leading up to the Melbourne Cup.
Yep.
They had him 7-1, and then they had a boosted odds option on him at 9-1. And so my mate, for whatever reason, he must have thought, the boosted odds option, like most cases with boosted odds, you'll only have a max bet capability on that one. So so he had them both in his his fucking bet slip thing, going to put a little bit on the boosted ones, whatever, and noticed that it was giving him the option to multi them together. So we got, he flicks me a message 4 a.m. I'm off my tits, that we could get Without a Fight at 63-1, the race favourite to win the Melbourne Cup at 63-1. And so I put the bet on, I put a grand on it because I was like, fuck, we don't want to raise any red flags here. Yeah. Put that on. I tell a good buddy of mine who was one of this bookmaker's top punters, I was thinking, fuck, if they take his bet, they'll have to honour it because he's such a big punter with them. They'll have to honour it. And if they honour his, I know him. So they have to honour mine as well. I told him not to go too silly on it, but he fucking put thousands and thousands on it, which I thought it was going to raise some red flags. It didn't. They never voided the bets or anything like that. The race run, they honoured the bets. And we got Without a Fight, the race favourite in the 2023 Melbourne Cup at 63-1 at the week of. Like, this is fucking on Saturday or Sunday.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I know. I fucking messaged Zara telling him, geez, I actually still owe him. I did take him and his missus and a few others out for a nice lunch in fucking Sydney, a boozy lunch. But I think I still owe him fucking half. I think I still owe him half a pallet of piss for that one because, yeah, that was pretty. Well, he's got expensive wine taste, that man, though. Geez, I don't know if I could fucking afford a pallet of his stuff.
I would too if I was a Melbourne Cup winning jockey, mate. I've got to give my horse a plug on here. My mates and I have just bought a share each in a syndicate for Paramount War. It is possibly the worst racehorse on Australian soil right now. Ran its maiden at Ararat a couple of weeks ago. It ran 11-11, lost by 20 lengths, and it's got an abdominal strain. So if you want to buy a horse off us, Tim, it's going cheap. Yeah.
I am in the business. I don't know if you got. I think there was like there was a clip going around. I think it was a voice note from I can't remember, Mick Price maybe or someone like that, who one of the AFL teams there had a horse with him. I think it was Mick Price, and there's a very funny audio clip of him sort of running them by how slow their horse is. I can't relay the info well, but I don't think you've got the slowest one. You might have the second slowest horse in Australia, because I believe theirs is fucking slower than a wet week type thing. I think it was pretty hopeless. So
I'm going to after this, I'm going to send you the jockey notes from when Dean Yendall got off it. It is one of the great post-race interviews I've ever seen. Jockey did. Had me in tears. Very, very good.
I'm no stranger to slow horses as well. I've got a micro share in one that's half decent over there at the moment. Actually, Sneaky Sunrise. She's not too bad. I mean, I think there's about fucking 1,000 people in that horse. I think it's with half of it's owned by one of those big syndicates over there. But I'm just a buddy and I myself bought in for like 5%. Yep. And now I'm starting to grow the racing empire. The only like, aside from the punts, obviously, the only it's not stupid, but splurge I've had was buying a yearling from the Kareka yearling sales this January just gone. So I bought a nice Autumn Sun filly there, and she's over with the Hayes team at the moment in Australia there. So that's about the only splurge I've ever really made.
Unreal. I was going to ask you, what's the one thing you bought with your 500?
Honestly, I get asked all the time. People are like, "Oh, where's your Lambo? Where's your Ferrari?" Could not give a flying fuck about a car. The only fucking horsepower I care about runs in circles with a midget on its spine. So those are the ones I'm into. I mean, I don't know. It's just the greatest sport on earth, horse racing. It really is. It sucks. I try to follow it over here, but it's just not the same. Like spring carnival time, like the Group 1 racing's on at midnight or 1 a.m. for me. Like, I'll watch it, but it's not the same. And like, there's not the horse racing culture here. You can't go down to the pub with the boys, get a few jugs and fucking chuck 50 or $100 in the middle each and have a time. That really fuels like the racing fraternity. I think is just like that great pub culture, and like every man and his dog can own a share in a racehorse over there in Australia, New Zealand, which is good, with the syndicating stuff. So I try to follow it here, but I'm looking forward to when we do move back up down under. That we're going to be right at the forefront of racing. Jeez, I can't wait. Just be barred up thinking about it.
Oh, well, we'll get you in with us one day, I reckon. You'll enjoy it.
I'd love to.
My mates Skinny and Acho and Blommers. I think you have a horrible day with those three. They're the D-gens of D-gens. They're the undercover.
Yeah, I love that.
They're not well. Mate, the 1.5K to $1 million story. So you turned 1.5K into $1 million in 84 days. Lost half of it in 6 days, the gut punch. But
yes,
how's your life changed? Like, in terms of the social media recognition and things like that. How have you managed that? You're a farmer from New Zealand who's probably walking down the streets in different countries getting noticed. How have you dealt with that, mate?
Honestly, not well, I suppose. I just treat my life the exact same. Like, I haven't changed anything. I like to think I've still got time for anyone. I'm quite lucky where I live here in Canada, or in Calgary specifically. They're just the most polite people on the planet. Like, if we're out at a pub, whatever, if I'm on a date with the missus or whatever, and we're having dinner, if someone's noticed me, they'll wait till I've finished dinner or whatever. Then they'll notice that. Then they'll come over, and it's always the same thing. Like, "Oh, hey Timmy, like, sorry, didn't want to disturb you while you're having dinner. Big fan, love what you do. Just want to say g'day. Can I have a photo?" Sometimes they don't. They just bugger off. But yeah, really, really polite. So I've had it pretty easy. It's still like, to me, they're just asking. I kind of chuckle internally when they ask for a photo or whatever, because like, well, you just fucking getting a photo with fucking has-been dairy farmer from Taranaki, New Zealand, right? Like, I don't think of myself as a social media personality or anything like that. Just, I've had that label put on me by others. I certainly don't see myself that way. But sometimes it's bizarre. That the one strange encounter I had was when we left here, because we left here last year to go back to NZ for like 6, 7 months, 8 months, whatever. And we had a piece of fucking shit car, so I just wanted to give it away. I would not force it on anyone. I actually even feel bad for the blokes who won it. I should have paid someone to take it. But I wanted to give this car away because I couldn't be fuck selling it. So I announced on whatever day of the week it was, right, tomorrow I'm going to take this car somewhere random in Calgary to a car park. I'll post a location when I get there. First person to rock up gets the fucking car. And so come 5 p.m. the next day and went to do it. And then I wasn't really taking much notice of my surroundings, but we come out of our parkade, we're in an apartment complex, drive downtown, whatever, park in this car park, and about 4 or 5 cars come in immediately behind us. And it's like every single one of them was there to fucking claim the car. Oh. And they'd all done the same thing. They'd figured out where I lived based off some of my intros in my videos, and they'd camped out outside our apartment complex all day waiting for us, which is fucking pretty creepy. The guys who won, or actually everyone who turned up, were really fucking lovely people. Like, pretty sure I didn't fucking lose any undies off the clothesline type thing, but they all seem pretty nice and genuine. But just it's a little bit unnerving that people are going to that sort of detail into your personal life or to figure out where you live and that sort of stuff. Like, that's creepy, but they were all fine and no harm, no foul. But that's a little bit unsettling, that sort of stuff. So otherwise, it's all been really good. I think the first time I noticed it was really, really big was when we went to New Orleans Jazz Fest in like April last year. So I guess the series has been going for like 2.5 months. And I'd become accustomed to people in Calgary knowing who I was, I guess, because it was like, the Calgary blackjack guy, it's where I'm living. But I was getting stopped like quite a lot on the streets in New Orleans in the States. I was like, that's when I was like, this is really fucked. Because, I mean, I've never been to this city. I don't know anyone who lives here. I don't even know that many people who have visited this fucking place. That was the real eye-opener for me, that this was pretty massive. But again, all interactions just really pretty chill.
Yeah, the transparency with the wins, losses, and the mental toll. So, like, everyone, Richie Callender has the great line. You don't know, you're not a punter till you sat in the gutter wondering how you're going to tell the missus how you're going to pay the school fees like the next day. How have you managed that as well? Because like you're doing it in the public eye. Like a lot of punters who probably bet like the numbers you do it in the darker night, and hopefully no one knows. It's sometimes frowned upon gambling with some people. But how have you managed that, and the negativity that may come your way from some people? But how have you managed that side of things as well?
Yeah, I guess I've just always kept it pretty true to myself as far as gambling goes. Like, I fucking love gambling. Like, I have absolutely zero issues with promoting gambling responsibly. Of course, I'll always tell people bet within your means. It's one of the oldest forms of entertainment on the planet, and if people doing it in moderation, fucking go to your heart's content. Like, it is a lot of fun. I suppose with that mental side of it, I don't know. Like, when I got into the real heart of it, I just started treating it like, there's a quote. It's like, I think it comes from Kerry Packer, someone of his sort of ilk. To be a good gambler, you have to have a complete and utter disregard for money, which is so true when you're gambling, right? Which is always when I was brought up, I was always taught, like, it's like a fucking children's arcade machine, right? You put your fucking coupons in, you put your money in, it doesn't spit money back out, right? That's how you should treat it. So I've always treated it that way, even as the punts got bigger and bigger and bigger, to a level where fucking not just I hadn't sort of experienced before, but a lot of people fucking to walk this earth would not be punting at that level. I always had that in mind. It's like, okay, every single punt, if it was 100K, I'm up at the moment. I've got my bottom line. I am prepared to lose this amount of money today if it goes south. And on many occasions, it did go south. That last week was an absolute horror watch of the first series. Whereas, but I had said all, it was like, it became a running joke maybe after like 30 days or something, Manifest the Milli. Yeah. It actually got to the Milli. The smart thing to do would have been to tap out. But I had said, like, I was having so much fun with it at that stage. I was like, fuck, I've got $500,000. Like, that is my absolute max bottom floor. I've got $500,000. I'm having so much fun. I want to carry on. And it was a lot of fun. Losing's not fun. But I was, again, just that same mentality. here's what I'm taking. This is what I'm prepared to lose.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you're prepared to lose it. You hope for the best, expect the worst.
Yeah.
Full on. Like punting is just it's all just fucking superstition and praying, really. Speculation. I mean, expect the worst, hope for the best. And that's just how I treat it. And even now I still do the same thing. Like I've got a series going at the moment. I've got a bottom line.
Yep.
If it drops to that bottom line, I'm done. I don't actually know what the top line of this one would be. To be fair, I haven't really thought about it at this stage. I'm just having fun. Like,
yeah, love it.
Yeah, as long as it remains fun for me, I will carry on. And if people get sick of watching it, then they're more than entitled to just stop watching. Like, they don't have to follow me. They don't have to watch it. Like, I'm just doing it still because I get a lot of entertainment out of it myself. It's a real thrill. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
that's how gambling should be treated. It's just for entertainment, for fun. If you're having fun with it, great. If it's not fun, fucking don't do it.
Yeah, well,
don't fucking do it. Just don't fucking do it. Like, obviously, there's going to be days where you lose. You're like, oh, that fucking sucked. Like, I've left race courses with my tail tucked well and truly between my legs. In fact, fucking most occasions on a racetrack, I leave with my tail tucked between my legs. Mm-hmm. Blackjack seems to have been my saving grace. All other facets of my punting career have been fucking subpar, to say the least, to put it in golf fucking terms. Yeah. Sort of. But yeah, if you're having fun, like, I'm ranting here, sorry, but some of the best days of my life, and some people may say this is sad, but some of the best days of my life have been Friday. We've had a bit of a Friday night. This is like when we're all flatting together, the boys. We wake up hungover. It's like, fuck, let's go down the local. We get there. We're knocking on the door for open. They let us in. We get one jug. We fill that with fucking $20 notes, whatever. We all buy into the syndicate, and then we just jugs flowing all day. $20 punts, whatever. We just take turn any fucking race that's going. We're on Woodbine, fucking Santa Anita, wherever the fuck. We're at Centennial Park in the States at fucking 9:30 in the morning because it's all that you can punt on. And we'll be there until fucking the last Ascot race, until Pike gets us out in the last, And we may leave down a few $100 each, but we've drunk all day. We've sat there spinning fucking great yarns with one another, fucking kicking racehorses home, swinging the old ghost whip, and just having the time of your life. That's some of the best days of my fucking life are those. So I don't begrudge punting at all. It's just good. Done correctly, it is the most fun.
It is. The best days of my life with my mates when we're doing that exact thing, Tim, just at the local. We don't have to go anywhere good. It can be the worst joint in the worst town, and you have a good day.
100%. I've been to some absolute fucking shitholes on this planet and had some of the best days of my life doing just that, because you've got 4 or 5 mates and it doesn't matter where you are. It's the same thing. I don't think ladies would understand it. Like,
well, they don't.
And it's not a sexist thing. It's just, and I know there's ladies who punt as well, but I just don't think, and people who don't gamble, I just don't think they can comprehend the simplicity of that, just sitting there and just punting on absolute dog shit. It's just the best.
Nothing better than getting home. Oh, what did you guys do? Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Your missus asks you how such and such, fucking this and that. She tells me, such and such has got engaged. I was just with him at the pub for fucking 12 hours. I don't even know he's engaged, but good to hear that. Or what'd you talk about? I don't know. We just punted.
Race 6 number, right?
Yeah. What do we talk about? Oh, how fucking Huey's riding everything like it's weeks, and he fucking cost us a fortune all day. No disrespect, Huey. Love your work.
No, you can get stuff. Mate, day in the life now, what are you up to? How do you manage it? Because obviously you're not working the 9 to 5 at the moment, which is awesome. And you've got to put your nuts on the line, open yourself up to public opinion, similar to what we're doing here. It's, people think you live in this amazing life. There's no money through views, so you're still earning your coin through other stuff. But, what's a day in the life look like now?
My life is very, very unconventional at the moment. I understand how lucky I am. It will not be this way forever. I'll go back to farming. Probably 2027 is looking like when that's going to happen. Actually, maybe sooner. But honestly, I get up. I try and spend like a couple hours a day doing correspondence. Like, I'm very fortunate. Got some diehard supporters out there who love a punt and have supported me from, day dot with the series, who have loved watching the vids. So I try and spend a couple of hours responding to legends and me DMs most days. It's not that, yes, I'm probably missing 80% of them. So if you're someone who's never had a response from me, I apologize, but I do try. And then if it's a blackjack day, let's be honest, that's probably half an hour out of my day by the time I flick my computer on and get that going.
Emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, I was playing a gross amount of golf, considering my lack of ability during summer here, spring, summer, fall here in Calgary. Winter's come now. I just played my very last round in Calgary for the year yesterday. It was fucking -2. I should not have done that. It was awful. Yeah, it was not fun. But so I'm kind of prioritizing. I try and exercise a couple times a day and do my correspondence. And it's honestly, I know it's a very lost touch lifestyle at the moment. But I mean, I'm very privileged to have been put into an opportunity where I can live this way for a little bit. It's not going to be like this forever. So just trying to make the most. I know that there's probably people who absolutely fucking despise the way I'm living my life at the moment. And that's okay. They're entitled to their proclivities and their opinions. But
jealous of
it just, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But yeah, I don't think I'd want to live like this forever. Like, I do believe humans need some sort of structure within reason. But I mean, one day we'll go home and, ideally we'll have kids and have a few fucking little snot goblins keeping me from the pub and the likes and traveling. So whilst I've got the freedom to travel and do what I'm doing, I'm trying to live it up as much as I can. And
absolutely, mate. Drink it in.
But the plan, I genuinely would just love to go back farming one day. And I mean, I've joked about just deleting my social media one day and living a very normal life afterwards. And I'm not opposed to it. Maybe I won't delete it, but there'll come a day where I just vanish. Maybe I'll be a pub trivia question one day. Who was that fucking moron who started the 10 cents before the blackjack series? And I'll be the answer to a trivia question and not completely obsolete otherwise. I don't know. I don't mind that.
It's a good marketing machine you built anyway. If all else fails, you can always lean back on the milli. Mate, golf. Let's chat about it. You're moving over in Calgary, like you mentioned. It's not conducive to 12-month golf, unlike New Zealand and over here in Melbourne. Tell us about your golfing journey. Obviously, it's a great sport. Kiwi golf's on the rise. You've had Foxy's won twice on the PGA Tour this year. Dan Hillier went really well on the DP World Tour. Michael Campbell almost won on the Champions Tour the other day, and Lydia Ko's just a freak. But we're getting there. Kiwi golf. It's been a bit slow, but it's starting to get back going again. Tell us about your relationship with the game, how you first got into it. It seems to be blokes our age, way to live now.
You're either golf, crypto, or craft beers. You're one of those wankers. Seems to be no in between. Or grilling. Excuse me, or you into grilling. Yeah, if you're a craft beer wanker, fucking jog on. Crypto, I can, at least you've got a bit of, I don't know, get up and go about you, I suppose, as long as it doesn't become your whole personality. That's rich because golf fucking has become a lot of my personality. I would say up until I moved to Canada, I'd only played can a hole golf, which is like, we'll just go there, like a few of us boys or whatever, we're sharing clubs and we're literally playing can a hole, we're essentially just playing a drink. It's just a different version. It's essentially to keep us out of the pub a little bit longer. So we go drink on the golf course instead of in the pub.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Canada and I wanted to play rugby here. Not just social grade. I'm pretty fucking beat up these days. So just social grade. But I started going to trainings and they want social grade, like third grade footy. Well, I don't know what the equivalent in Australia would be to third grade in NZ, but like fucking low tier footy.
Yeah.
They wanted us training twice a week, logging like a 7K run in our own time. And like,
it gets a bit serious here too.
Oh, it's fucking hell, guys. We should be turning up, playing touch for 20 minutes and then having beers in the sheds.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not fucking playing rugby here. Fuck that. That's too professional for me for social grade. And I got to know some people here who were pretty avid golfers. So I was like, oh fuck, like
good golf over there.
I want to meet people. I've got some now mates here who are playing golf. They were all members of the same club. Well, I'll just fucking give that a go. So signed up. I tell you one thing that Kiwis and Aussies you take for granted is how cheap golf is. Now, I understand how ridiculous that's going to sound given the size of the punts that I put on, but I know in New Zealand you can play a golf round for like 20, $30. A membership is like, you can get a membership for like $600, $800 at a really nice course in my hometown. I don't know if Australia is the same, but
similar.
Here in Canada, it's like $4,000 is the cheapest you can find, right? And that's for it's a pretty nice course. I would say no better than the $800 a year course back in New Zealand. And you can only play 5, maybe 6 months of the year weather dependent. So like, fucking do not take for granted how accessible golf is New Zealand, Australia, because it's really good. So anyway, I took a punt. I was like, oh fuck, like I'm going to join up to a club. I spent my $4,000. Wasn't even sure if I was going to like golf. But fuck, man, fell in love pretty bloody quickly. The sheer addiction to flushing one every 50 shots when you're a 36 handicapper, chasing that feeling. I've gone all in on it. So I played like 80 rounds that year. I thought I was going to play a lot more this year, but I did. My abilities, it's not reflected in my ability. I've got myself to a 14.5 handicap now, which is like, I'm not mad about it. The problem here
at 14, did you say?
14.5, yeah.
That's but now I can't, solid, mate.
But now I can't play for six months, and I'll be at 25 when I start next year for the first month or so, probably. Like, I'm someone who I need to be playing a lot. Like, if I stop playing golf, like this year, there was a couple of breaks where I didn't play for 3 or 4 weeks.
Yep.
And fuck, do I lose it quickly if I'm not swinging? It's like, you can go to Sims, but it's just not the same hitting off the mats. Like, the old mats hide so much.
Yeah. False negatives.
As opposed,
batted flushes, all that stuff.
Oh, exactly. Like, they give you so much false confidence. I've played like Tiger Woods at the range on multiple occasions, only to go and shoot fucking 115 on the course because lo and behold, I'm actually fucking chunking or thinning every fucking shot. It's just the mat's hiding it. So
it's a good
that's
game,
how I got into it. So I got hook, line, and sinkered, and I've got myself in a position now where this year I started doing some YouTube golf stuff, and I really want to. I think, like, outside of the blackjack stuff or just the punting, like being Tim Naki, the blackjack guy, I'd really like to get the golf stuff going. And I know I'm not good. I'm really happy to just put some perfectly average golfing content out there. I think more so my theory on the golf course, I'm not good enough to get as mad as I do out there, but I still do get that mad.
Yeah. I'd love to hear some of your self-talk with some of the stuff you said to dealers. I'd love to see what you say to yourself after.
Oh, no, it's remember what we were talking about, the ones I had to edit out? It's much more on that level when it comes to how I talk about myself. Yeah. In fact, Robbo, he edits my YouTube golf videos as well. He's forever editing out fucking C-bombs on the golf course. I'm shocking.
Everyone needs a Robbo.
Yeah, they do. I'm one of these guys who fucking pale old white men are complaining about on social media, who's bringing the game into disrepute because every second word I say on the golf course is a C-bomb. I'm so self-deprecating out there. And I know I'm not good enough to care that much, but I still do. I feel like most people are the same with golf. You still do. Most of us will never break 80 or shoot par. There's still some dream in all of us. Like, if you weren't striving for that, well, why even play?
What are you doing?
I know I'll probably never get there, but I'm still striving for it one day.
You never know. Mate. You put enough reps in, you might be able to get there. Hey, you played in a PGA Pro-Am last year at the Oz PGA at Royal Queensland. You played with a great man, Tom Powell-Horan and Archie Miles Shepherd as part of the Dabble crew. Mate, what was that like? TPH is one of the great men on the Aussie golf scene as well. Tommy, he's absolute flusher. He's caddied on the LPG. He wants to caddy and stuff like that. He's done everything.
Yeah.
How was that for you? Like, what was that like pegging up in front of people?
Honestly, intimidating. Thank God it was a bit of a miserable, damp, rainy day, and it kept a few punters off the sidelines because I think because I'd had a lot of messages from blokes who were going to come down and and follow our group around. And I think, fortunately for me, the rain deterred a lot of them. There were still a few who turned up. They seemed to be more on the polite side, that, or they just felt sorry for me by the time they caught up and saw the way I was playing. I remember, and it's like standard procedure on a tee box, playing tee box on a golf tee box, playing darts or playing pool. It's statutory that you must, or mandatory that you must disclaim how bad you are before you start, or how long it's been since you last played. So I was on the tee box, obviously giving it those ones. And, I've just started playing golf. And I haven't played for a while. I've been back on the farm in New Zealand. And then fucking bombed my first drive. And I think the shit boys were like, oh, fuck, we're going to be on today. Because I can't remember the scramble format. It was where we had to take the pro score, and then we took one of the other three members.
Yeah.
Like we all played our own ball, and then we took the next best score.
So it's called a Texas scramble, I think, or something like that.
Yeah. Fucking unnecessarily complicated for a man like me just getting to know golf. That actually isn't. But so I fucking smoked. I really did. Had a great first drive. And then I think they thought I was sandbagging, and then just proceeded to just on a downhill spiral for there. I had absolutely no business playing in a PGA, albeit pro-am, but in a PGA, I think, fuck no. Like I say, I've been playing golf for like a year, and I just was not good enough to be there. It was fun-ish.
Yeah.
But I was just so bad. Yeah. The worst thing that was the day, a couple of days before, with, I don't know if it was 7 News or Queensland, I don't know, some news
7
channel.
News.
Like,
I saw it just before.
Yeah. I do this interview, and then I have to I was literally fresh off the plane from New Zealand, which isn't a fucking long flight. I know I can't claim jet lag, but I sent like straight to the course to do this interview, and then just fucking chucked a golf club and here, go stick one on the 17th green over there, could you please? And like a very, very tricky green to stick.
Yeah.
May I add, because even a lot of the pros throughout the weekend found their way off that green. But I had an absolute fucking stinker, and and then that was in the promo, and then my pro-am performance unfortunately did not get any better from there.
No, it's good, man. It's a good experience. Everyone needs to do that if they ever get the chance to play on a pro course.
It is a lot of fun. Do you know what was the most, which was quite leveling, was Tommy, an absolute legend. He was very good with us. I try not to bother him. Obviously, they're getting in the zone. And if I recall correctly, I think he had to make the cut or perform pretty well to then make it to the next PGA event. Yes, the Oz Open
was the following week. Yeah.
Yes, and I think he had to make the cut or something to get to that, and then perform all right there to keep his card or something.
Correct. Yeah, he doesn't have full status at the moment.
That's what I was going to say. So like we're playing with this bloke, and he's fucking lights out, incredible golfer. And this bloke's like, I don't want to say not good enough because that's harsh, but like his form wasn't good. His form wasn't good enough.
We talk about it a lot on the pod, mate. How the
hard it is to make it.
Just how those 1% in golf is a big gap, where in any other sport you can nearly separate the good from the great. Whereas, especially in Australia, mate, it's very, very tight.
Oh, you guys are absolute guns. And like, so I'm just watching this guy play, and like he's talking about losing his card because he's not good enough or not going good enough. Like, how fucking dialed? I mean, that's where it comes down to. You can be so good, but you still just need a little bit of luck. I mean, genuinely, like the fine margins between ability of those guys, or it's just like you get in a zone, right, where week to week you can't miss, I suppose, and you get in a purple patch of form. But fuck, you feel sorry for them, like you're this good at your craft and that you can't make a living out of it on tour because it's fucking savage. Which it makes sense why YouTube golf's taken off the way it has. Yeah,
well, that's like Grant Horvath, for example. Like he could play on nearly any tour he wanted to. He's good enough, but it's just too hard. So why not make coin the way he's doing it, which he's doing a great job through his YouTube.
Then you got Bryson, the greedy fucker, who's obviously crushing it on tour and just obviously not enough money, so he's chasing the YouTube dollar as well.
Mate, he's good, man. He had us doing a little interview with him at the start of the year, which was awesome over at Live Golf.
I'm a Bryson fan. I got nothing. He cops a bit of hate, but I've got nothing against the man.
No, he's American, mate. They're all a bit odd.
I feel like I guess he's much more relaxed in his YouTube golf. I was going to say if he had that sort of mannerism on like at tour events, he'd probably be the most loved guy out there. But
I agree.
I understand though. They obviously they dial and it's fucking business, right? It's their jobs when it comes to
And they don't give a fuck.
PGA or live. Yeah, yeah.
Makes
fuck. If I was fucking putting for tens of millions of dollars and shit too, I wouldn't be fucking talking to the crowd or anything like that either. I'd be signing shit on my way around. I'd be locked in.
What surprised you about golf? What surprised you the most about golf culture? There was a bit of a kick up over here in Australia recently. Jay McKenzie, who's an Aussie Tour player, was leading a tournament in Western Australia, in Kalgoorlie actually, and he had his shirt untucked, and it blew up online. What surprised you the most about golf culture here, mate?
Get fucked. That is fucked. That winds me up.
It's not well.
I've seen both sort of ends of the spectrum. I've been told off for I've played here, the course here where I was the club where I was a member here. It's like, standard collared shirts. You don't have to be tucked, but it was like a cold sort of a day. So I just had just a tee on like this, and just a light jumper over top. Yep. And it happened to warm up that day. So I fucking took my top layer off. The bottom layer, which I didn't have, wasn't collared. We were like 6-7 holes in. And fucking one of the old boomers I was playing with reported me to the clubhouse at the turn. So what the fuck? But I had a really good rapport with the guys in the clubhouse. They actually had at this stage, they'd all started watching the blackjack vids. So they were really fucking good about it. They just gave me a false tell to appease that fucking complainant. And sent me on my way. And then I've also played with guys who have taken their shirts off, which is like, that's probably getting a little too far the other way. Like I'm a casual guy, do as you please, but I mean, you can probably kits can stay on. I think your kit can stay on.
Yeah,
on those courses.
Respect the rules of the club, I think, and just go for it. I'm not a big stickler.
Tucking in. Who gives a fuck?
This day and age, it's over.
I also think on the pro tour they should be able to wear shorts. Why the fuck do they have to wear pants? If I was playing in fucking Phoenix, Arizona, in fucking 38, 40 degrees, why wouldn't we fucking shorts? Fuck, they should. You know what? Those guys can wear Crocs if they want. I don't give a fuck in that heat. Like that's maybe not Crocs, but they should be able to play in shorts. Like,
you can in Australia now on the Aussie tour. You can wear shorts. So
short,
nice.
Golf shorts. They actually look professional anyway. They don't even look out of place. Like they look neat and tidy. I don't understand. Like, it's a facet that does wind me up and I've seen it all the time. I've seen fucking blokes tattletaling on other groups. I've played.
I don't get that.
I've played because I play here. If I want to play with my buddies, I have to play like after work hours or weekends, which is very hard to get tee times. Even as a member at a course here, it's so competitive. So I'll often just go out. I'll just tack myself on as a solo to any random fucking group during the day.
Nothing better.
So you end up paired with some fucking some real good bastards and some real miserable motherfuckers. Yeah. And like there'll be a group. We'll be playing down, down the fairway, and there'll be a group one fairway over. They're 2-3 holes ahead, but playing up this way, and you can just hear the Yui boom playing in their golf cart. And I'm playing with old blokes who they'll ring the clubhouse or they'll see the marshal and complain about it because someone's got a Yui boom playing. Like, who gives a fuck? Just
move on.
Yeah, like how miserable is your life that's like, if that's going to ruin your day, geez, you're living such a good life. If that's the worst thing that happens to you today, is there some mildly loud, like over loud music, a fairway or two over that, fuck, who cares?
I hope in 20, 30 years time, mate, when we're at that age that we're still thinking the same way and we just don't morph into these old boys that are
absolutely not. I feel like kids these days are becoming pussies, so we'll probably be trying to force beers into their hands or encourage them to have a drink or do something exciting. Fucking, they're getting a bit soft, I reckon. I reckon there'll be 20-year-olds fucking looking over my fairway thing, reporting me. Can someone get that moron out of here? Just a trail of fucking Coors Light behind me or whatever the fuck.
Mate, I want to talk about YouTube golf and give this a real plug for you. High stakes golf I'm giving Tim Naki a plug. How am I going? High stakes golf on YouTube. It's awesome. So you played, there's 5. It starts on episode 3 on your page now. 1 and 2 must have been absolutely horrendous.
No, they're actually really good, but I had them. I should upload those. Really, I had a different Tim Naki account, and it was actually doing pretty good. And then it got removed for gambling content. So, just if I could fucking look into the camera, fuck you, YouTube, because you can put all sorts of propaganda and bullshit on YouTube, but God forbid a man has a punt.
Trump.
Yeah, but God forbid a man has a punt. So I lost the account that had episodes 1 and 2 on. That's a good point. I should put those up.
Whack them back up. But I do have one question. I do have one question about episode 4.
Yep.
What's hurt more? Your topped tee shot at Calgary's Blue Devil Golf Club, or losing $500,000 in 6 days?
Geez, I'll tell you what, that topping fucking hurt. I think we posted. Did we post an 80, an 8 over 80 in that round? I think that might have been our best ever. Yeah, fucking losers. Oh,
how many ciggies does Big Brad smoke per day? Unbelievable.
He's like a Brad Thorne, Darren Lockyer love child, isn't he?
Unbelievable.
You think I'm self-deprecating and miserable towards myself on the golf course. Meet Speed Golf Brad. Holy shit. He is hilarious. He's made for great content. Yeah. I mean, obviously I've got to say, and I do mean it, losing the half the milli, but that top tee shot in the moment did fucking really hurt as well.
It would hurt. Mate, you played with the boys.
Oh, sorry. I was just say, doing those YouTube vids, and I've done some golf content. It's still yet to come out with other people who are better golfers than me, and everyone's. You've got good golfers and golfers who think they're good. Fucking when there's a camera behind you, I'm telling you, it adds strokes. It fucking adds strokes. I've got a video that'll be coming up next. We played Banff Springs Golf Course, one of the nicest golf courses in the world. And we played this one as a threesome. Myself and the other two were like 30 handicappers, Brad and one of our other mates. And he was actually he hits the other blokes just started playing golf, bit of 30 handicapper, but like 1 in every 4 or 5 shots is really, really, really nice, whatever. Yep. And he's pretty handy. Golf range session, really good. Not on mats, like grass fucking range session, and he's dialed in. And the second the camera's on behind him, I don't think we used one of his shots until about the 17th. Like he was just the camera. The camera adds fucking several strokes to a man's game. I genuinely believe that. Yeah,
it's hard work. You're trying to be perfect, but I absolutely hate that stuff. That's why I talk about golf. Don't play it on a camera. So high stakes golf episode 4, that's the most recent one I watched. $2,000 gets added to the next blackjack hand. Where's this going to get to, mate? And how much risk can you see yourself taking on the golf course?
So I bet $2,000 for every stroke over par.
Over par.
So that one,
over par.
Yeah. So that one. So 8 No, you're good. So 8 over. I have to do a 16K punt.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think like this is on top of like the normal blackjack series I do. I don't think I want another series where the bets are massive. I think that would be just be too much for me the old feeble heart to contend with. I'm pretty happy at that level. Like it's just a bit of fun. It's just combining punting with it's like golf punishment, but it's actually sometimes it's not a punishment. Sometimes the punt goes good and you wish that you'd played worse, so you were betting more, so you won more. I think I'll just keep it like that. I toyed with the idea of betting $1,000 for every stroke. So, if we shoot an 80,000, but it would be too much. Yeah. Just too much. Too many. It's a lot of risk. It's so much coin. Like pressure. I don't mind doing, the blackjack series I've got going at the moment where I start low and then build up and up and up. And if it's going good, it builds up. And if I lose, I just stop. That's all right. But I don't want to just come out and start doing an $80,000 punt every time, on top. Like this extra stuff would just be a bit too much.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, mate. You did some stuff with the boys from Country Club at Jason as well, Jake Adams and those guys. How did that go? Those guys, if you haven't watched them, I met those guys at Live Golf a couple of years ago. They are very, very funny. They take the piss more than anyone I've ever met. But how was that? Did you have fun?
I've sort of. They were such good guys. I just started, like, if I was rookie at the PGA last year, obviously in Queensland,
yeah.
I mean, I did my content with them like
way before
5 months prior. So like I was
June
fucking
last year or something. Yeah.
June. I was properly green in the like green as fuck. So I got there, flew down. I flew to LA just to do it with it because I really love those boys' content and all that stuff as well. Like fucking, especially Blake Weber, love fucking what he does. But so I flew down there, was spending a couple of nights, got out to the club nice and early, got on the range because I didn't want to make a fool of myself. And you know how like some days you just turn up to the game. It's like a nice grass range, so you know you get into a bit of proper rhythm. But some days you just don't feel it, and especially like as someone learning golf. And it was just they started genuinely feeling sorry for me. I think by about the 5th hole is when they offered me if I wanted to do some mushrooms, and I was like, "Oh fuck yes, please!" Like this, I teed off. A hooked one left into the bushes, and it was a tough course. I don't know why the fuck. I told them I was a new golfer. I don't know why they took me to this golf course because it was so tough. It's like California fucking desert course where it's just narrow fairways and just fucking dense cactus bushes, fucking cacti left and right. But you can't even wander into there and look for a ball. It's just dense fucking bush. So you have to be a fairway player. And snap hook my first one. Take a breakfast ball, hit that okay, find its way into a bunker, take like 2 to get out of the bunker, and then I fucking smoke one over the green, like OB. Then I like scull a chip over the green. I think I should post like a 9 or a 10 on hole 1.
Nice.
Cart girl comes past. Great timing. I'll fucking get on the beers. And then by the 5th or 6th hole, I was just playing so poorly. They're like, "Oh, mate, do you want to do, like, did you drive here?" I was like, "No, I didn't drive here. Can't you tell by the way I'm fucking snacking these beers over?" I'm a degenerate, but I don't fucking operate in those illegal areas. Yeah. Well, my grey area based on what I'm about to say. So they pull out some mushroom chocolate and they're like, "Mate, do you just want to do, like, it's obviously not a good golf day. How about we just make it a fun day?" And then, perfect. Yeah, and then just start doing mushroom chocolate on the course, which is like, it makes a golf round a lot of fun. Yeah. Obviously, don't do drugs, kids, but I mean, say perhaps to shrooms if it's somewhere where they're legal, because it was a lot of fun, and obviously everything in moderation. So had a real good time, like a fun day on the golf course with those guys. We filmed some content. Get to the end of the day, we played the whole golf round, like not much. We had some usable stuff, like, it's just terrible. And then they pull out the 360-degree cam, which I've used for some of my my horse racing vids. It like dangles over the front of your head, and it's like the fish lens.
It's like the train man.
The train guy. Yeah. So he's like, "Oh, we'll just do one last bit of content where it's me versus you with the 360-degree cam on." I don't know, just something snapped between finishing the 18th and then going back out. I think we played the 10th again for this. Just played the whole of my life, like parred, like the stroke 2, like second hardest hole in the course, like played it lights out. I don't know.
It's a shit
what
game.
The fuck happened. Yeah, it's such a just. I guess we got to the end of the 18th, and I was like, sigh of relief. I kind of felt guilty. I was like, "Oh, I hope I haven't been like a shit playing partner to these guys because I've been so bad." But I think they just enjoyed, like, we just shot the shit, whole lot of banter. We got a little bit of content, but they more than anything, they were enjoying my blackjack content. I enjoyed their golf stuff. It's like, fuck, let's just link up and actually just
that's the way it should be, mate.
Play some golf as lads. So I think they had a pretty good time out there. I think at my own expense, they had a pretty good day out on the course. Yeah,
mate. I think that's where you've got a real advantage, I guess, with the content you're going to create. Now, on every pod, mate, we do some quick fire questions. It's going to be a cool one because I want to ask you off the top, what's your dream 4 ball? You and 3 others. Who are the 3 you want to play with?
Fuck.
Can be anyone. Golfer, non-golfer, dead, alive, anyone.
Shit. That is a great question. Okay, Kerry Packer, number 1. The greatest punter of all time. Kerry Packer, number 1. I wouldn't want to be playing match play for Dosh each hole.
No, thanks.
No, thank you. He can fucking. I'll be remortgaging everything I've got to try and play 1 hole against him. So Kerry Packer would absolutely be there. I think Who else would be really good? We need a good fucking piss up artist. Uh Shit.
I think Packer was pretty good at that too, wasn't
No, I think you would do it. He's a serious two birds, one stone fella.
he?
I
Yeah.
think I'm not going to go Tiger. Who would be quite good to? I'm trying to think who. Oh, John Daly. John Daly every day of the week. That's the easiest answer of all time. I was trying to think good degenerate fucking golfers. I'm not a smoker, but geez, I'd start fucking smacking a few durries over with Daly if I could. That would just be the most elite day out. Okay, so I'm really going for the old timers at the moment. I need someone probably more in my own age category to balance things out here. So I go and say, who'd be a good time on the? Who'd be a good time? Fuck. Who would be real good to get on the piss with
Jamie Carr.
as well?
No.
Jamie Carr would be good. Oh, who others good? Ollie's quite a good golfer, but he might be a bit too serious out there. Most of those jockeys probably take it a bit too serious. Fuck, I can't even think. You got me on the spot, mate. I'm just trying to think.
I would actually take the pumper based off what I've seen him been able to do. He would be unbelievable.
He's scoring well or having a good day out?
Mate, anyone you want to play golf with, like mine's like Michael Jordan,
MJ would be good.
Wayne Carey. I don't know if you know the duck.
not overly. I'd say Tiger's so basic. I'm not going to fucking say Tiger. I'd say Bryson. Chuck Bryson in there as well. I think he could crush a few beers. I'd say Chuck Bryson in there as well.
And a protein shake in between or something like that.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. But he seems like I enjoy watching his YouTube golf and shit. I think he'd actually be a hell of a good time out there. So give me those three:
Bang.
punts, piss, and a few golf tips along the way. Kind of that'll tick off everything I need out there.
I think he'd vibe up with you too, Bryson. I think he'd get the memo pretty early as to what you guys are there for.
Yeah. Mate, it's a fun day, not a good golf day.
What's the most amount of money you'd ever punt on a round of golf?
The most I would?
Yeah. What's your
not much.
Golf round?
Well, obviously I have a love for the punt, but I am not a complete fucking moron. I like blackjack. Obviously, is as close to you can get. It's because I play one and done. It's a coin flip, right? It's a 50-50. And I'm on the right side of it at the moment. It won't last that way forever. Golf, I'm not backing myself. The arrogance of me to come out and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna lay down six figures on my golf game. Absolutely not. I wouldn't back myself to score lower on fucking playing mini putt versus someone else playing a proper round, let alone going toe to toe on the course. But I would say, like, if it was someone in my own,
head to head, same ability, same amount of time you've been playing golf together.
I'd go $1,000 a hole pretty happily.
Nice.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Yeah.
Mate,
that'd be fun.
What's the best course you ever played? You got a favourite place?
Yes, I do. Kananaskis Golf Course it's about an hour from Calgary here. It's just the most very, very spoiled here. Some of the most beautiful golf courses in the world. There's Kananaskis, which is 36 holes. There's Mount Kidd and Mount Lorette. The Mount Kidd's more challenging. Mount Lorette is fucking one of the most beautiful courses in the world. Really reasonable too, about 110 or $120 for a round. For what you get, that's really good. Then I would say that is my favorite I've ever played. Banff Springs is iconic. It's like $500 a round now, though. It's getting like up there for the average. I feel for the if someone's coming over here on a golf trip, geez, it's a serious amount of dosh you got to lay down. I'm actually doing a giveaway coming up soon for next year to pay someone's flights, accommodation, and to come join me for 4 or 5 rounds of mountain golf over here, and those rounds will be in there. Yeah, mate, get your name in the hat. I'm sure we can rig it up somehow. Cut that out. No. Fuck, actually, but I better go back. You can leave the first part in, but the boys at home be very distraught if I didn't say Partia Golf Club is obviously my favourite.
Yeah, also, what's your favourite New Zealand golf club? There you go.
Partia Golf Club, obviously.
Mate, what's next? So obviously expanding the golf empire. Obviously the punting stuff online's going as good as it's ever gone. It's great to watch. I'm still tuning in every day. You're still the highlight of my mornings. Every third day now. That. Fucking up the ante, mate. You must have got a bit of heat. You must have got some heat.
Honestly, it's too much to do every day. It was like even every second day, it's just like the fucking the dopamine and serotonin levels are just that fucking spiking and
like a Monday every day.
I know, too many peaks and troughs. I had to rein things in a little bit. So I really like what I'm doing at the moment, like twice a week. Yeah. And some days I'll be fucking Monday, Thursday. Some days it'll be Tuesday, Friday. It's at my own discretion.
Love it.
Yeah, I think if I was doing it every single day, still I would be getting close to getting over it, but really enjoying this. So I'm going to keep doing that. And as I said earlier, if people keep enjoying it, well, that's cool. If they're over it, well, they're more than welcome to move on to other content. Yeah, piss off. It's been really, really difficult for me to get consent to film live casino stuff. So I'm starting for the YouTube stuff. I'm starting because you can't do online casino stuff on YouTube, but you can do land-based casino stuff.
Yeah.
Up to I know why, just the way it is. So you can't film anything in Calgary or Canada. It's illegal. They won't let you. But I finally got consent down in Vegas in a couple of spots. So I'm going to be doing trips down there sort of every month or so now to get a heap of content to trickle feed out there. Went there 2 weeks ago and had a real nice, good 3 days on the felt, which is really good. Yeah, so I want to start doing more of that live casino stuff, recording those sessions for people to watch. And then, the golf stuff on YouTube. And just, honestly, it'll just be cycling through all those things that I love doing. And I'm doing them because I enjoy doing them. That's the whole point. Like, I've definitely left a lot of money on the table from the marketing side of things with social media and brand representation and ambassadorship, because I want to, I'm just doing things I want to do. Now, that being said, I don't have a golf sponsor. If someone wants to come on board, here's my shameless plug. I am well and truly.
Golfbox.com.au will make that happen, I reckon. I'll get that.
There you go. Over there. Perfect. Great timing. I'm well and truly in the game for a fucking golf sponsor, especially with next year when I get to fire up the YouTube golf sessions again. Like, I've got 4 more. Rob's got to edit up to post from the end of this year. But next year I'm going to go out there, I think, with like a proper film crew and do them a little bit more. Yeah, so they're going to invest a bit of money in making the YouTube golf content a whole lot nicer.
But mate, it's been an absolute honor. I'm going to say an honor because I've been a massive fan of yours and a privilege to have you on the pod. I love what you're doing. I love that you're coming into our realm, into the golf space. And bloody looking forward to whatever you're chucking up in November next year, because I'll put that in the diary now.
Oh, mate, we need to get something. Honestly, I was thinking about this. It come to me in the shower the other day. I was like, I reckon if we put some fucking dosh up, I'll put something up. I'm sure we could find some sponsors to match. We could have a great. It doesn't need to be $1 million. Like,
no, not Australia. No.
Yeah. And geez, we could have some fun with it.
Sounds good, mate. Been a privilege. All the best, and we'll catch up soon.
Appreciate it. Hey, thanks for having me on, mate. Really enjoyed this. I've done been lucky enough to do a few podcasts now, and I'm not just saying it. This has been quite an enjoyable one, a very easy one to just cruise through. Like, yeah.
You said that on the last one I listened to. No, I'm joking.
No, actually, no. I would have if the last one you listened to was the golf guys I did in Fairways.
I'm joking.
No, but they've actually some of the favorite ones I've done have been the two golf ones I've done. So this one and with the 4 Fairways boys.
Yeah, they were good. The Kiwis. Yeah.
Yep, that was good. That good. And then Alpha Blokes was great. Oh, geez, I'm gonna upset someone here, but they've really enjoyed the Chockies as well. Yeah, I've been very lucky. I've done a lot of great ones. No offense to anyone I've left off that list.
Teed Up was the best one he's done ever. Thanks.
Yep, Teed Up easily. Teed Up first, Daylight second.
Mate, you're a superstar. Thanks, Timmy.
Appreciate it, mate. Thanks for having me.